All right. This is the background is a bit whitish, but yeah, I'm live. Hey, everyone. I think I should turn on the red light. Mama's being.
All night, oh, that place is not dark.
It's not dark. The light is doing white. The background is. Okay. Hello, good evening. Hey, Jacob. Happy Halloween. Yeah, good evening to you. You're welcome to the live stream, Jacob. Nice to have you joining. Where are you watching from? Happy Halloween to you too. Even though in my own country we do not celebrate Halloween, right? It's not a kind of festival, right? But yeah, the world is celebrating it. US is celebrating it. So happy Halloween to you. Nice to have you joining. Please tell me where you're watching from. I'd like to know you, connect with you, and have a conversation with you on this live stream. All right, so you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Jacob, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Ali Virtue. I am Ali Virtue by name, and yeah, my channel is Grow with This channel. Grow with the channel where I get to share from my experiences on YouTube, how I'm navigating through YouTube, and everything in between. What my experience is like, what my activities are like, everything. So today I have a particular topic I would like to share with us, and as usual, this is also based on my own experience, my own findings, um, and everything. So let's just get started. If you're still here, please kindly leave a comment so I know that you are here. You can hear me, you can see me. Let's just get to engage on this live stream. Let's get to engage. Let's just get to interact. And if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, I really appreciate it if you can hit the subscribe button, right? Hit the subscribe button, leave a thumbs up for me, and let's just get started. All right, so once again, I'm Ali Virtue, and I'm super excited to be on the live stream today. I think last 2 weeks and last week I did not get to really show up so much. I had a lot of things. I had some jobs I had to attend to. I had some orders to process. As I am a craft tutor, right? I'm a craft person. I make fashion accessories for a living. I make fashion accessories, Afrocentric fashion accessories for a living. I so last week, over week, I had lots of jobs to process, and for now, I am working all by myself. So I needed to, focus on that because I was still giving me money. Hi, I teach with Miss B. Good evening, bestie. How are you doing? Nice to have you join the live stream. You're welcome on board. Hi to every other person who is seeing me right now. I am so glad you're on the live stream today. Please don't forget to comment. That's the only way that we can get to engage and interact on the live stream. Leave a comment for me, leave a thumbs up. When you leave a thumbs up, YouTube gets to push out this live stream to more persons and they can also join. But most importantly, if you get to hit the subscribe button, I will be super excited. I'll be really grateful if you can get to hit the subscribe button. Nice to have you all joining. All right, so I was explaining that I did not get to show up as often as I usually do for the past 2 weeks, and that's because I have been a bit occupied with other things, right? I needed to put a pause somewhere. One has to suffer. You can't do everything at the same time. If you get to if you're like me who have to focus on a lot of things at the same time, truth is no matter how multitasking you can be and no matter how much you can do all things at the same time, one will definitely suffer. You have to focus on one at some point, and then the other one will suffer. So for me, it was my channel. I wasn't able to put up a lot of content. I couldn't do live stream because I needed to focus and make products so I can get money to even buy later. All right, so but I'm here now and I'm grateful that you can join in. Thank you so much that you are on the live stream. Thank you so much. Please leave a comment. That's the only way I know that you are here. That's the only way I know that you're on the live stream. Hi, who get stitches? Nice to have you joining. Good evening, everyone. All right. So that's the only way I know that you are on the live stream, and it's when you get to leave a comment, then we can engage and interact and have conversations. All right. So moving forward, I'll be sharing with you on a topic I said short form long form versus live stream. Which one builds which one builds faster, right? Which one is the best option to go for? Should you stick with but okay, by the way, before I get into the topic of the day, I would like to restate that what this channel is about, right? So this YouTube channel, this particular channel, I use this channel to um, educate, right, and share information on how to grow on YouTube, how to start a YouTube channel, how to get it functioning, how to get to meet your subscribers, how to get watch hours, valid watch time hours, how to build a community, how to build your momentum on YouTube, how to everything on YouTube, right? That is the reason for this particular channel. I use this channel to um, I show my face here, right? I show my face here, and I share real life strategies that you can use to grow your channel. And I will always say I'm doing all this from my own experience, right? I've been on YouTube for some time now, and from last year, I decided to take my journey here on YouTube a little bit more serious. I started putting in visible efforts. I started putting in meaningful efforts. I started doing the right things on YouTube. I understood better how to use thumbnail, how to use titles, how to do your description, hashtags, when to be online, when to make a post. I began to understand a lot of things, and now I can now share and talk about those things from my own experience, right? And that's the reason for this live stream this evening. So for tonight, I'll be sharing about short form versus long form, then versus live stream, which builds up faster. Which one is, if I'm to advise someone, which one should they focus on, right? I'll be sharing from my experience again. I'll be talking about something that may have experienced personally, and my advice will be based on my own experience. Right? It is advisable that you also go ahead and practice, find out what works best for you. But at the same time, it is also good that you listen to someone who has had experience, and so you can avoid some mistakes, and you can grow faster and grow better here on YouTube. All right, so give me a moment. Let me check out something. Please, if you're still here, kindly leave a comment for me. Leave a comment, guys. Leave a comment. I'd like to know who is watching. I'd like to know who is watching and where you're watching from. So please kindly leave a comment. Let's just get down to business. All right, leave a comment, guys. Leave a comment. Okay, so please leave a comment. When you come in, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up. If you're yet to subscribe to the channel, kindly also subscribe. Let's get to meet each other. Let's get to know each other, and let's just get to vibe on vibes on this channel, right? So first of all, I'm going to begin with explaining understanding watch time hours. How do you understand watch time hours? How do you understand how it works and how it functions? How does it affect monetization? How does it affect the algorithm? Why YouTube values viewer retention over the video length and all of that. I'll be explaining to the best of my knowledge how all of this put together works, right? So um what time hour on YouTube, simply put, is the amount of time people spend on YouTube via your channel, right? The amount of time people spend to watch a particular to the amount of time people get to spend on YouTube, right? Through your own channel. That is the watch time are for your channel. What YouTube rewards what YouTube gets to reward most of the time is the kill me sticker. Alright, so what's just give me a moment to give me a prompt here. Let me try it. Alright. Sounds good. Okay, so what YouTube gets to reward is the number of time that people get to spend on their platform through your channel. Truth is, a lot of times, for every single hour that pass, for every single passing minute, there are lots of people on YouTube. A lot of persons are on YouTube. Like the statistics, unless I ask Google, right, I won't have the right figures, but every single minute a lot of persons, even when it's supposed to be like sleep time, a lot of persons are still on YouTube. Some are there to put out content, some are there to consume content, some are there to have entertainment, some are there to get information. But truth is, YouTube is always active. YouTube is always busy. People are always on YouTube. So where you watch time are come in for you as a creator, it is simply put that time that people get to spend on your own channel, watching a content that you have put out, the time they get to spend on YouTube through your own channel. That is what we call watch time hours, right? So YouTube will reward the amount of time people spend on the channel by rewarding you with monetization, right? They want us to have 4,000 watch hours, 1,000 subscribers, and then when people spend more time on the channel by viewing your posts, they get to reward you with payments, right? They get to reward you with payments. But before you can get to view the watch time hours, it's actually a process. For some persons, it's longer. For some other persons, it's shorter. I've heard people say they got money in 2 weeks. Some people say they got money in I don't know what's the shortest I've heard. I think I've heard 8 days. That's about 1 week plus 1 day. I've heard people say they got money that we we determine what kind of so what's it for you as a creator? If you're watching me and you're a creator, I'd like to know what's your current watch time hours, like what's your current watch time goal, right? You can drop it in the comment section. Let's get to know who is close to 4,000 already. All right, so I always like to share my experience. I've had on my second channel, right? I started off about that was in 2021. I started out in 2021, and then I was doing a lot of wrong things, posting on the short form content, not showing up as often, not I didn't even have information, right? So I was just doing anything that I thought was right. I didn't even know how to navigate around YouTube. I didn't understand anything, right? Hey Juan, hi Juan. Good evening, Juan. You're welcome to my live stream. Kindly tell me where you're watching from. If you're celebrating Halloween, happy Halloween to you. Nice to have you join in. Nice to have you joined in. How are you doing? How is the weather over there at your country? Please leave a comment for me if you are new on my channel. Leave a comment and kindly subscribe. All right, so I was saying that on my second channel, I was just doing a lot of things that were not adding up, right? And by the time I finally decided, or I finally got information on how to grow a YouTube channel, that was in October last year, 2024. I got the information this time around. So I went ahead to begin practicing the right things, started putting out long form content, started having live streams, started doing, I now had a posting schedule. I started doing the right things actually, basically. And then I saw my channel grow. I saw my subscribers count increase. Right? In less than 3 weeks, I had gotten, in less than 3 weeks, I had gotten about 600 plus subscribers, right, in less than 3 weeks. And by the end of that year, I'd already gotten my 1,000 subscribers, right? Something that I have been on YouTube for like 2021, right? I had gotten my my subscribers in less than 3 weeks on that channel. Then for the watch time hours, I literally wake up every morning and see the increase. Now before that time, I only had 25 watch time hours, like for what they say, lifetime, right? The entire lifetime what I had on the channel from 2021 till that particular October, I only had 25 watch time hours. It wasn't moving, it wasn't increasing, right? And I'm like, okay, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? I didn't even know what to even do. But in the month of October, I already saw the what's it called, the bar move, like kept increasing, kept increasing, kept, and before the end of October, I had gotten 1,000 watch hours already before the end of October. And by November, right? November 19th, that was when I had my first worst situation on YouTube. I saw the power, I saw the what's it called, the bar increase. I saw the watch hours increase. And then in November, that was like that was a live stream. It was a restreamed video, right? I was restreaming a particular video, and I had a copyright notice sent to me by YouTube as an email. When I saw the email, I just freaked out. I'm like, how can I? Is this a strike? Like, I was so scared because they were like, they will suspend the video until I mute the video. I didn't know what to do. I still freaked out again, and then I went ahead to stop the video. And my first thoughts were, okay, maybe later I can go remove the copyright. I know how to remove copyright claim. I'm like, okay, maybe later I'll go remove the copyright claim on the video. So I freaked out, and what I have just simply done was just to mute the sound actually. If I had muted the sound, my video would have still continued playing and it wouldn't have had any issues. But I went off to end the live stream, and then I thought that, okay, let me just start a new live stream. Let me start a new live stream. So I went ahead again to, schedule another one and begin immediately. Now, in the process of doing that, I was tense now. I was tense, I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I just went on to click on start live stream. I just noticed that, okay, I had what's it called? I had made a mistake with the information I put in there. So I went on to end the live stream. I would have just to give myself some peace and just rest. But I said no, today I must have the live stream done. So I went to my YouTube app. It showed me that the live stream was still the upload. It showed me that my live was still processing. I'm like, okay, where do I delete this from? I would have just waited, right? I would have just waited, but no, the blood rush was real. So I went again to the YouTube studio, the desktop site, right? On the desktop site, you'll be able to see everything. All the information I need to see will be showing to be clear there. So I went back there to, delete the video. I took up the video, highlighted that one I went to delete, and then clicked on delete. But I noticed that it was taking a little bit longer. Like, I was wondering, okay, just one video, why is it taking this long to download, to delete rather? I was like, okay, this thing took about, if I'm not mistaken, close to 10 to 15 minutes so before it showed me that it was completed. I was like, that how it works. One video take this long to delete. I did not know that probably still because I was in that whole tensed mood. I did not know that I had mistakenly, clicked on all the videos, right? I highlighted all my live stream videos, and truth be told, it was through the live stream video that I got all of my watch hours, right? Or at least majority of the watch hours as at that time. I did a lot of live stream. I did a lot of live stream in that period. Oh, okay. Yes, you say, did you get to watch us back? No, I did not. I did not. It was gone and it was gone forever. That's the thing about deleting videos on YouTube, right? As a content creator, someone who puts out content here, it's always advisable that rather than for you to delete a video, whether intentionally or unintentionally, instead of clicking the delete button, it's best to just put it on private or unlist that video, at least for a long period of time. When you're certain that okay, now I don't need this video again, you're no longer on that journey of looking for watch time hours, you're no longer on the journey of looking for subscribers. Later you can come back and delete the video, but for the sake of your channel, it is not advisable that you should keep deleting videos again and again and again. When you do that, it hurts your channel, right? First of all, it affects the algorithm. The algorithm will begin to, okay, if you're removing the video, that means video is not for the audience that you're showing it to, so it becomes confused, right? You don't know, am I showing to the right persons? Is that why the video is being deleted? Like, it will affect the channel somehow, right? Deleting videos again and again, as often as possible, is not advisable. It's advisable that you just put it on what's it called, on private or on list the video. When you unlist the video, it simply means that you're the only one who gets to see that video. Like it doesn't, it's not like saying it doesn't exist on the channel. Then when it's on private, it's only people you get to share that link with that can actually have access to the video. Do you get? So unlist the video or put it on private till whenever you remember, can even tell years from now or months from now, you might even still want to leave the video back on your channel, right? There might still be a need for it on your channel. So when that time comes and you decide to put it back on your channel, all you need to do is to make it public again. So rather than delete the video, just unlist it or put it on private. Now, aside doing that, the next thing I will still advise is, right, the next thing I will still advise as regards this is, if you must delete the video, right, if there's a need for you to delete the video, what you should do next, right, what you should do next is don't go to YouTube Studio, like desktop site, to go and delete. I'm saying this from my own experience because, like I said, I was certain I clicked on only one video. At what point did I mistakenly click on all the videos? At what point? I can't recall. So it must have happened out of mistake, right? It's just a small button by the side. That's the place where you click on all, just a small button. So I must have clicked on it and I didn't even notice. So for you, for you to be able to avoid that kind of mistake, it's even best that if you must delete the video, delete it from your videos, delete it from that part. So because you're seeing that particular one, it doesn't have the option of deleting multiple, right? You can just click on that particular video that you want to delete and be certain that that's the one you are removing. Do you get? So avoid deleting from the studio because, like I said, you might end up clicking on multiple videos and you don't want to have that. So if you must delete that video, then you should do that on the YouTube app, where you're setting that is one video per time. You're clicking on one video. When it's done and up for upload, just go ahead and delete that particular one video so that you don't have issues on your channel. Now, so with that being said, right, I was trying to explain that when I deleted those videos, I my channel just went from upside down, like it just it tumbled. Okay, so I was hoping, right? I was hoping that okay, maybe I'll be able to recover the videos. Maybe I could write to YouTube. It just wasn't working. Okay, and I didn't even know that there was a way I could reach out to YouTube. Right? The information I had back then is that only people who are already in the partnership program could recover videos. And if for you to be able to recover a video, it simply means that you have the URL information, of that video. You have the details of that video, like you have it maybe saved somewhere. You have because when you reach out to them as a partner, you'll be requested to put in that information and the video link. That's what you'll be able to use to recover the video. But aside that, it's gone. That is gone. and I wasn't a partner at the time. I was still on the journey to becoming a partner, so there was no way I was going to be able to reach out to them. If I had known that I could use X, right, Twitter, right, maybe I would have tried that option. I would have tried using reaching out to them on YouTube, reaching out to YouTube on X, right, and maybe, just maybe, I would have been able to get some kind of solution that might have helped me to record my videos. But the way, in fact, when you want to even delete, they won't tell you you're deleting this permanently forever, right? There's always that forever part on it. So you just know that it is gone, bam, 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 it is gone, that is gone. You can't get it back. Alright, so that was what happened. And that thing again you need to know is once you click on delete on any video, it goes away with your watch time hours gathered, it goes away with your views gathered. You won't lose subscribers. You won't lose your subscribers, right? Unless they unsubscribe, or unless maybe the YouTube boards figures that there are some unauthentic subscriptions on the channel, they will remove it. But when people join in, that from your live stream or from your phone, anyhow they get to join in. When you delete the video, you don't lose the subscribers. You only get to lose the watch time hours and get to lose the views on that particular video, right? It doesn't record for you again. It goes away. Um, so with that being said, I'm only trying to emphasize and say that um, for my own channel, right? For my own channel, I've been able to get um, my journey so far. I've been able to get some valid watch time hours, right? And because I lost, in fact, I think that was last month, I got notified that I had gotten 3,000 watch time hours. So if I had not lost those ones that I lost, it was about 8,700. If I had not lost those ones I've lost, I would have been able to meet the first criteria, the first, I would have been able to unlock the first stage of monetization, which is the requirement that says I need 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours for me to be able to join the partnership. And I'm able to unlock that. But because I lost the watch time hours, right? I lost it. I couldn't get it back. It's now meant that I was starting afresh. Like he really had a very down, like, bad side to my channel, in the sense that my channel began to, the algorithm began was scattered. You know, the algorithm didn't understand who my channel was for again. The history of the channel, everything was deleted, right? So I need to pick again. Who is this channel for? Who am I creating content for? Who are my audience? Because if I even go to my studio, even up to now, right? If I even go to my, what's it called, my YouTube studio, I go there and then I see that for my trends, the suggestions they're giving to me is not even in alignment to what my channel is about. So it still means that the channel is still, the algorithm is still trying to understand who my content is for. Even though I know that another reason is because I have not been posting long form content, right? Throughout this year, I doubt that I have been able to put out any long form content on that channel. All I've been doing there is just live stream and shorts, live stream and shorts, live stream and shorts. I got a bit discouraged, so for a period of time, I just left the channel, there. I'll restream when I can, live stream when I can, post shorts there, and I started focusing on this channel. But I'm so excited that even with the fact that I'm not so serious, I still have my watch hours building up, right? It's still building up there, and I'm hoping that I'll still be able to meet at least, even if it's the first 3,000 watch time hours. Currently, I'm halfway through. I'm hoping that before the year runs out, I'll be able to meet the remaining 3,000, right? The remaining 1,000 plus. I'm really hoping that I'll be able to, meet the first criteria for that channel. So moving forward, right? Thank you so much for joining. If you're still here, please leave a comment so that I know that I am not all by myself. I'm not talking to myself. I have someone watching, and the person is following, and the person is understanding. Please leave a comment, right? Leave a comment on this live stream. Give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please kindly subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. That is like the most encouraging thing to do for me. All right. Okay, so long form content, right? Versus short form content. Let me pick that two first. Long form versus short form. Before I now do long form versus live stream, and then I'll now do the two of them together. So from your own experience, you who's putting out content, what have you observed, right? What have you observed? Do you think long form content will give you the results you're looking for, or do you think short form content will give you the results you're looking for? you're looking for? Which do you think is giving you the attention you're looking for? Okay, so from my own experience, I have come to understand now that short form content will give me subscribers, right? Because it has a wide range of views. Most of the time when I put it out, I have at least say I not to get people watch the video. At least I have 1,000 plus, 2,000 plus, watching the short form content. So it always gets me subscribers, but unfortunately, it does not get me watch time hours. And this is, I understand why this happens, right? I understand why this is so. It's because the what's it called, the video is short form content is 1 minute or 2 minutes at most, and the amount of persons that I will need to watch a 10 minute video, I will need more of that number to watch a 1 minute video in order for me to be able to get good watch hours that count, right? So if one person spends 10 minutes on a video, I will need 6 people to spend on that 10 minutes on that particular video. Let's say it's 10 minutes video and a 10 minutes long video, right? I want that 10 persons to watch that same video for me to be able to get one watch time hour. That's 1 hour spent on the video or 1 hour spent on the channel. That way it means. So for posting a short form content that is just 1 minute, do the math. I won't need 6 people now. I'll need like 60 persons, right? I think I will need more. Okay, I would like 60 persons for me to be able to get one watch an hour. I need more persons to watch the video for me to be able to get more watch time hours. So the watch time hours does not build from short form content. What builds watch time hours is my long form content. That is my own observation. So I'm not against posting short form content, but from what I know now, right, which I'm practicing on this channel, I try to limit the I try to limit the what's it called? I try to limit how often I post short form content. Another reason is another reason I do this is because I don't want to attract only people who their viewership span is short, right? The people who cannot watch a long form content, all they do here on YouTube, what they will enjoy watching is just short form content, right? That's all they enjoy watching on YouTube. I do not want to attract those people who, when they come on the channel, they just want to just watch short form content and then they go away. I would prefer that I have a blend. People who like to watch short form content, and then I have people who also like to watch long form content. So that when I put on my long form content, it doesn't suffer, right? I will have genuine people who are willing, to watch the video, engage on it, comment on it, find it valuable, and come back again for another one. Rather than have a large number of people viewing because they came from short, their viewership span is short, right? Rather than have a large number of people who get to view and then by the time they are done, when I post a short form content, sorry, a long form content now, they don't get to engage. I don't know if you get. So I've said two things, right? The first one is that you don't get good watch time hours on your shorts. Even though you can get subscribers, you can get views. The views, right? View count. You can get subscribers, you can get views, but you don't get good watch time hours from your shorts. Another thing again is the fact that the people who come from your short form content, their viewership span is most times short. Like they just enjoy watching short form content. They do not want to spend time watching long form. They don't have time for that. They see that stress, but they can watch multiple long short form content and then swipe away, right? As it starts, it's finishing. As it starts, it's finishing. They just want to watch short and then go away. So imagine you now get them through that means. It simply means that this simply means that the when you put out the content, they will not be so interested to watch the content. Hi everyone, let me take a break. Hi everyone, good evening to you. You're welcome to my channel. I am Ali Virtue, and yes, this is Grow with this channel, the channel where I get to share from my experience, the channel where I get to share from the much I know now on YouTube. And you're welcome, right? So please, if you're seeing me, if you can hear me, kindly hit the subscribe button, right? Hit the subscribe button, do a thumbs up for me. Let's just get to interact on the live stream today. I am talking about short form content, long form content, and live stream, which is which one builds what time hours faster, right? And like I will always say, I'm sharing from my experience what I know now, what I've tested the experience, and this is what is guiding this particular topic today. So I was saying that I was actually just saying with short form content and long form content. I'm trying to compare the both so that we understand how the both of them work, and you can get to decide which one you think is best for your channel. Should it be short form or should it be long form? Anyone you choose to go by, right? They both have their advantages, but I will always advise that you go for long form content because it gives you more watch time hours if you are seeking to grow your channel and meet the criteria for monetization. It gives you more watch time hours, and it also builds retention, right? It reduce retention, unlike short form content. And I'm also saying that short form content, right, when you post more shorts, the people you attract to your channel are people who enjoy watching shorts more than they watch long form content, right? So their viewership span is short, right? It's they have a limit. They have a limit that they can go. They want to just watch the thing sharp, 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 sharp onto the next, right? So I always advise that you do long form content. Still post on short form content because what you get from short form content is views and subscribers, right? I know people who get to post short form content and they get lots of subscribers from just one video. Some you see they say 400 plus subscribers. Some you say they got, I don't know, but they always get subscribers, right? So yes, it will give subscribers, but it might not give you watch time hours if that is what you are seeking to get. Now the next thing, even okay, yeah, if that's what I get seeking to get. Now the next thing about short form content is, okay, so please leave a comment. I don't want to feel like I'm on my own. I don't want to feel like nobody is understanding me. If you're still here, please leave a comment. Leave a comment for me. Let's just get to interact. So while I am sharing, let's get to interact. That is going to be one of the biggest encouragement I will get from you today. Leave a comment and leave a thumbs up on this video. If you're yet to do that, leave a thumbs up. Also, subscribe. If you're yet to hit the subscribe button, please kindly subscribe to the channel. I'd like to have you join my community. I would like to have you join my group of um subscribers, right? Let us be the community together. I'm still growing this channel and I'm hoping that you can help me achieve that. So please hit the subscribe button and let's just continue on the path that we are on. So moving forward, I've compared short form content, I've compared it with long form content. I've talked about why it's important that you do a blend, you balance them out, right? Do short form content at the same time do long form content. But if you want to grow your channel and get valid watch time hours, then you should be focusing more on long form content because that's what is going to give you that result. Short form won't give you that, but long form will give you that result, right? Okay. So for your long form content, I'm going to be talking about some things that you should try to avoid when posting out your long form content in order for you to be able to get the desired results, right? The desired result in this case now happens to be watch time hours and views. If I had it, sincerely, I didn't know when I had my first channel or when I started growing my first channel, I didn't know that I could get um, good views, like 1,000 views, 2,000 views on a long form content. I did not know. I used to feel that it's for some set of persons. I didn't know that as a small creator, I could actually get a number of views on a long form content, and that was the reason why I focused more on short form content. Right, that was the reason why back then I spent so much time putting out short form. And moreover, it's easy to create short now. Short is very easy to create short. You can just do one or two things and the short form content is out. Unlike in long form content, if you are doing a face channel like this one I'm doing now, you have to sit down, record your video, edit it. That's like my God, editing, so edit. Editing takes so much of my time, right? Even though I don't even spend so much time on editing, I don't try to make it so perfect. But you see that process, I don't even want. I don't want that process. But well, it is what it is. We still have to edit the video so someone who is watching can get to understand us and follow through with the video. So I didn't know, like I said, I didn't know that I could get valid watch time. I didn't know I could get valid views from a long form content. But because I now have the experience, I can tell you for free that you can actually get, see that views you're looking for, right? That you think that only short form that can give it to you is not true. You could get that same amount of views. The people that take their videos, they have it 100 plus, views on that particular video. It is what it is. Let's just continue. All right. So, for you to be able to, you have to learn to avoid long intros on your long form content. Also, avoid not adding hooks. Avoid poor editing and avoid not including a call to action. Right? You need to learn how to put call to action to your videos. If you don't understand what this is about, I'm still going to explain. All right. So for a long form content, when you're putting it out there, it is important that you avoid long intros. Before now, right, on my first channel, what I even used to do before now was to include intro and outro. When I realized, when I went back to my analytics, and I was like, oh, so this is even the point where people get to swipe off. This intro that to me is important, right? I felt like it was important. It makes the channel looks cool. It makes the video looks like, okay, yeah, there's something here. Or it makes it looks what's this word now? It makes it looks pleasing. That's what I thought. But when I went to my analytics, I realized that before the intro is even off, that's when some people get to swipe away. So I was like, okay, if this is not really giving me the result, why am I putting intro? Why this long intro? Why this customized intro? Right? Maybe when I finally get monetized, when I finally get what I'm looking for, I could now begin to spend time including that intro and outro. But for now, people just want to get the information, including myself. When I come on YouTube to watch a particular tutorial, I don't want to hear you talk about where you live, why. I don't want that information. What I want to get is how do you get the cap done. Yeah, by the way, this is one of my creations. How do you get this done? That is what I want to see. I want to get solution, not man. I don't need to know where you are putting your video from. I don't need to. Don't give me that information. Don't tell me the markets that you went to. Don't give me any of those. I just want you to tell me, okay, these are the materials I used. This was how I loosened the cap. This was how I sold it. This is the actually. This is the measurement I use. I just want to get the results for that video. So when you begin to tell me all of those other things, I find it boring. If I really need to watch that video, hoping that maybe in the middle or towards the end, maybe what I'm looking for is there. What I now go, what I now do is to put the video on times two, so that it just gets to the point I'm looking for. But so that intro, I'm not interested. Don't give me. So I think there are some persons who are like me. We don't even have that time. Like we have a lot of things that we want to do. We just need that information, right? Just give me the information and let's move on, right? So you need to learn to avoid including too many intros, right? Too long intros. Intro that is too long in your long form content. You need to avoid and reduce doing that. So if you start your video, just go straight to the point, right? Not like you should not read, of course. Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about just you get welcome back to my channel. Today I'm supposed to be sharing about so thing. Let them know, hit the pain point of the viewer. Let them know why they should spend time on the channel, why they should spend time watching that video, why they should spend time watching that particular information you think is valuable enough for them to watch. But when you go on and now start doing, hi, welcome to my channel. Today I went to the market and now so I've had issues with my posting. That unless it's in a story format, or unless you're telling a story that is engaging enough, right? Then people can really stay to listen. But when it's not engaging enough, they just swipe away. Now, so moving forward, the next thing that you need to pay attention to is ensuring that you include a hook. What's a hook? A hook is something that gets to grab the attention of your viewers, right? You need to include a hook on your video, something that gets to get the attention of your viewers. Hook them within the first 3 seconds. right? Like I already mentioned, hi, this is Dani Virtue. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm talking about how to create a simple Canva design. That few seconds where their attention is still intact. Go ahead and grab us, grab all of us. Go ahead and say what you want to do in that video, in that 3 seconds. Now, when I get to that point, you have got my attention, right? I'll be able to listen to you. Now, when I'm listening, if you have done that, then you now derail and then begin to give so many other long informations that I don't need. Tendencies are that I can still swipe away. Tendencies are that I can, still just ignore the valid information you're giving to me and just, move on to for somebody else who's going to give me within a shorter period of time. Like I said, unless that your content is really engaging, or unless you are already a big name, you're highly sought after, people really want to watch your content. If not, they we will swipe, right? Right. So moving forward. Okay, so moving forward, I've mentioned that you should work on your hook, work on your intro. It shouldn't be too long. The next thing I'll talk about is editing, right? You mustn't spend so much time editing your video because I know you don't have the time, right? But thank God to AI, thank God for editing apps that are now, all over the internet that you can use to get the job done in few minutes. But for a face channel like mine, right, it's I don't know if there are any apps now that you can just put the video and it will run through it and just remove all the errors. I don't know if there's any apps like that. But in the absence of that, right, you can use your own CapCut or InShot, DaVinci Resolve. You could use simple apps that are easy to understand, to get your edits done. The reason why it's still important for you to edit your videos is because during the recording process, there are chances are you have bloopers, right? You made some errors while you were talking. There are some things that you said that you were not supposed to say, or you gave out too many unnecessary informations, right? So you want to go ahead and remove all of those parts out and make the video clean, so I can have a clean flow, and when people get to click on it, they are not bored watching it. And of course, editing it also means that you could add things that keep people watching to the end. I learned this from a friend, right? I didn't even know that I could do what's this thing called now? Mm. On CapCut, there's this thing where you use it to make the video look like it's moving, or gives it this transition. No transition now. Oh, trying to remember. I don't have. I can't explain what that. I can't remember the name of that now. I've checked, but now. Okay, so there's this thing where you get to give the video motion, right? So it's important that when you're editing, you include things that doesn't make the video look static, because when it's static, people might still they might not be patient to actually hear everything they're saying. But when you give some sounds like this subscribe sound, this thing, it just, if maybe their mind is drifting away, it just brings your mind back. Then when you do things like you transition from one scene to another, and then you put this vroom sound like vroom, it still brings people's mind from wherever it went to, back to the video. So some simple transitions and sounds like that, clapping sounds, cheers and woohoo, all those kind of things can be included in your video, so that it helps people to, it brings back their attention to what they are watching. It brings back their attention from wherever their mind must have, traveled down to. It brings back their attention back to your video, back to your channel. So include all of that in your editing. Then if you have to, you can also include what's this called now? If you have to, you could also include um, captions, right? Now I know that for our editing apps like InShot and CapCut, you don't have access to all of those unless you have subscribed to the app. So, but if in absence of that, you could manually just include your titles. It will take you some time though, but you can manually include the titles, or you can just leave it. When you upload the video, ensure that on your YouTube studio you go to turn on the caption for that video. That is, if yours is not already automatically turned on. You could go to turn on that particular caption for that particular video. Do you get the point? Okay, now the next thing that you need to do again is um, call to action. When you put out your long form content, another thing that will help you get more retention, that will help you get more persons on your video, is if you can include a call to action. What's call to action? Let your subscribers or your viewers know what else to do. Give them, you've given them a solution to their first problem, right? They might have other needs, they might have other problems, they might have other things that they need solution for. It is up to you now to use your video to it's up to you now to use your video to, you know, profile more solutions to them, right? So what you can do here is to go ahead and what's it called now, you can go ahead and just, you know, say at the end of this video you will see a link right here. Click on this link in order for you to watch how to create a an animation video, right? Or you could say click on this website in order for you to get this, or you could say do this something. Just go ahead and put a call to action. Don't just leave your video bare. You could even be telling them to subscribe, right? Some persons did not have that in mind, but when they hear you say in the video, please subscribe to my channel, they go ahead and look for the subscribe button and subscribe. You could even tell them that, see this place down here, this is where you see the subscribe button. They will get to see it and then subscribe. You could say give me a thumbs up. They know that when you do your hand like this, they know that when you do your hand like this, you are simply saying they should hit on that particular button. um they need to click on that particular button that please, I need to give somebody a response. Just give me a moment, please. Hey sis, good evening. Please give me just 20 more minutes. I'll be with you. I'm on a live stream currently and I cannot particularly pick a call. So please just give me 10 minutes or 20 and I'm going to be calling you back. Thank you. All right. So when you leave a thumbs up sign on the video, they know what you are asking them to do, and then they can go ahead and do that, right? Oh, it didn't send. Just give me a moment.
Very good. I sent you the link. Have you seen the link? You can click on it and open it now. Okay. Okay. I want you, as you're reading, I also want you to highlight the words you do not know, okay?
All right. So sorry, I have to take that pause to respond to a customer. What should come from my
Let me
head?
stop sharing. I want you to share.
All right. So go, go ahead and leave a call to action on your long form content. This is going to help your viewers to know what else to do. Tell them about your playlist, tell them about your book, tell them about your class, tell them about any other thing that you know you might find helpful. Go ahead and give them a
Okay,
call
very
to
good.
action,
Thank you very
right?
much.
Don't just leave. Please leave like yeah, nah, don't do that anymore. Change your strategy. Change how
Go
you
ahead.
call them to your video. Now, the next thing that we're talking about is okay. Please, sorry. Okay, the next thing I'm talking about is
You've not, okay, the ones that you, when you were reading, you didn't understand, right?
All right. So with that being said, let me move on to, talking about long form and live stream, right? Long form, comparing long form and live stream. So I've been able to establish the fact that for you to be able to get valid watch time hours, you need to have long form content. So this also applies for your live stream. From my own experience, right? From my own experience, I have come to know that for my live stream, I use live stream to connect with my audience, like have real connection with my audience. I have real connection with my audience through the live stream. For long form content, right, they only get to see what I post. They don't get to see me after that time. But for a live stream like this one, it feels like I'm live. We can talk, we can interact, and that's why I'm asking that you can drop a comment on this live stream if you are still here, right? So you can, even when if you're watching after now, you can still drop a comment. Drop a comment. I'm going to respond to it. I'm still that creator who gets to respond to as many comments as she gets to see. I'm still with my tribe, so yes, I'm not too busy that I won't be able to respond to you. So when you leave a comment, I'll be able to respond to you, and then we can interact. Right. So for my live stream, I noticed that I get to build real connections with my audience. I get to get instant watch time hours. When I'm done with this video, I know that I'll be able to have at least, say not too much, two valid watch time hours, three, four, 10, depending on the engagement. The engagement is not so much today, but I can tell you for free that we'll still have some engagement from this. And the good thing about long form content is the fact that when you are done viewing and you upload it, you can always go back to use other people's phones, other accounts to watch that long form content. It is 1 hour. So imagine you play that 1 hour video with 10 different phones, or tell your friends get to help you play that particular video. It automatically means that you get 10 watch time hour, right? If they're able to play that long form content, an hour video, right? So they're able to play that long form content for 1 full hour. It simply means that they have given you 10 watch time hours. Yeah, that is how it works, because it's 1 full hour, 10 people watching it, you have 10 watch time hours. If you six people, six, then if you just 30 minutes, you have to do double of it for you to be able to get that 10 watch time hours. So that's the good thing about long form content, short live stream. When you are done and you put it up, it's running, you can always go back to rewatch the watch when it's on the playlist. You can go back to rewatch the playlist. You can even share with your community outside YouTube, share with your Facebook people, share with your WhatsApp community, your Instagram community, where you know you have good followers, where you have engagement. TikTok, go ahead and share the content there and ask people to engage on the post. Ask people to engage on the post by watching it. Even if you don't get to spend that complete 1 hour, because of course they will have to use their phones, you can plead with them that they can help you watch at night, right? When the phone is not in use. Some people have YouTube 90 that they are not using, right? They have YouTube 90 that they are not using. So they can go ahead and watch that video in the night. They can watch the videos in the night. Just leave the playlist on in the night, and then by if imagine they watch a playlist that is let's say 8 hours long, and you have let me not do the math, but you have, let me say you have a playlist that is 8 hours long, and you have five of your friends watch that playlist from their sleep time. Let me say from 12 o'clock, 12 to 7 is not that 7 hours, okay? They're able to watch from 12 o'clock in the night when they're about to go to bed. They watch from that 12 o'clock till 7 o'clock. That's each person gets to give you 7 watching hours. That is the truth. So if you have five persons watching, so from that live stream, just from that playlist alone, you're able to get a total of 45 watching hours from five persons watching it. Yes, that's how it's calculated. So live stream often time will give you massive watch time hours, especially if you have good engagement. Let's imagine that currently as I'm streaming and this is 1 hour, I have 100%. I have 100% watching at the same time, like they are not moving. There's some live stream that when you go now on there, the people here, or let me even see if I can see any channel like that that has okay, let me look for it. Let me look for it. This one is also ended. Um, okay, so let's see this. I don't know if you can see my screen, but see the particular channel. If you look closely, you'll be able to see how many persons are currently watching. That's 100 and something persons watching the live stream at once. 124 persons watching at once. When the person is done with this live stream, trust me, the person will have good watch time hours. So if this person is someone who is looking for, if someone is somebody that is looking for valid watch time hours, she can get this in just let's say 10 hours. No, 10 hours is too long. Let's say you can get this in few hours of live streaming her videos or going live. She can get good watch hours. Now, someone had asked me before that, how do you get to solve the problem of not having engagement during your live stream? Like now, as you can see, I have little engagement on this particular live stream. One thing that will help you to build engagement on your live stream is consistency, right? The period when I got to do 7 days live stream challenge, I was hoping I'll be able to do that again last week, but I couldn't meet up because, like I said, I had lots of work to attend to. But the period I was able to do live stream challenge, I can tell you that there's no single day that went by that I did not get a subscriber from the live stream. I always got subscribers, and then from my experience, I've noticed that when I that period like, on my other channel where I got to do live stream almost every day, like back to back, I was on live stream. I had two phones, so I could use one phone to respond to people I need to respond to on WhatsApp, do every other thing, and the other phone was just basically running on live stream. Now I do that for every time I went live. The number kept increasing from 6 to 10, like consistent people now. It started increasing from 6 to 10% to me having 15, then 20 something, 30 something to 50 something at some point. Like I usually come live, I will have like 50 something persons watching at once for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours straight. They are with me, engaging, we're having conversations. I'm not begging for comment, like they're actually commenting, and we're having real life conversations. I even made friends, right? I even made friends that we moved from YouTube like into private conversations like WhatsApp, Instagram, and the rest of them. I had friends like Steven, I had friends like Canary Kane, I had friends like Wolfman, I had people like No Ego, all these people kept showing up again and again and again. They even looked forward to the live stream because when I'm ending one, I will inform them that I can come live again maybe later in the evening or tomorrow or by so time I'll be live again. And yes, when I come live, they get to join. They turn on the notification, they get to join. So this is one way that you can build your live stream strength. If I'm able to do a live stream challenge for let's say 7 days straight, 14 days straight, or 21 days, like show up every day for 21 days. By the end of that challenge, definitely, it's not possible that I'll be coming live and then I'll not have people joining, right? Because I will also be able to understand when my viewers are online, right? That particular channel will make me to understand that when I post on Thursdays by 5 6, I have more engagement than when I post on Mondays by 5 6. So on Mondays I post in the morning instead, let's say around 9, right? When I say post, I mean live stream, like do my live stream around 9 a.m., 10, 11, right? On Tuesday the same thing. But on Thursdays, if I must have a live stream that is engaging, I have to do it in the evening. I don't know why, but that was what the algorithm showed me. I could only achieve that because I went live as often as I could. I posted as often as I could, right? So you should apply the same thing. I'm very certain that with these few points of mine, I've been able to, convince you and give you an understanding that explains the reason why you should focus more on long form content and on live stream if you really want to have your channel blossom, right? Focus on long form content and live stream videos for you to be able to have your YouTube channel blossom, right? Live stream will help you build deeper connections. It will help you build your watch time strength. It will help you build a loyal community. People want to see you. They want to know who is behind the scene. Unless it's a faceless channel, right? If it's not a faceless channel, it's a face channel like this one. People want to interact with you. So go ahead and do a live stream as often as you can. Then for your long form content, keep it consistent. If you're posting days on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, you can just maintain it. But in a case where you can't maintain it, still ensure that you pick a particular time to show up. And you should have to show up. You have to show up at those times, right? Now, the next thing I'm still going to be emphasizing on is for short form content, no this and no this. It doesn't give you what time hours unless you intend to use that particular channel, intend to use shorts for that particular channel to monetize. It's possible to monetize using shorts. What the requirement is for short is 500 watch and 500 subscribers and 3 million views in the last 90 days. If you can get 3 million views and above in the last 90 days and have 500 subscribers, yes, you'll be able to cross the first monetization, right? And if you can have 1,000 subscribers and 10 million views in the last 90 days, you'll be able to cross the second phase. So yes, people get monetized through shorts, but the truth is, even the pay on shorts is not as much as it is for long form content. So it's up to you to decide which you want to do. Long form content will build a community for you, to build longer retention time. It's going to give you better watch hours, and same thing goes for live stream. So I will always advise that you go for long form content and live stream, and then ensure you still post shorts, because you need subscribers. If you don't get subscribers, how then do you get monetized? You can get your watch time hours and not have subscribers, and you still have to build that subscribers counts to 1,000 for you to be able to get monetized. So it's up to you to decide which one you want to engage with, and which one you want to do. I've come to the end of this video. I'm really hoping that you are able to get value for the time spent here, right? I'm hoping that you're able to get some valid information that can help guide you as a creator. And if you're not a creator, oh yes, you can still go ahead and enjoy watching my videos. Go ahead and watch my. You can learn one or two that you can use to train someone, guide someone who needs to open a YouTube channel. And thank you so much for staying with me to this point. I am really grateful. I am grateful. Your take home to today should be that you need to understand how to strategically, combine everything in order for you to work for your channel properly. You cannot neglect shorts, and you cannot neglect live stream. You can't neglect long form content. You should be able to combine all three, including your community posts, right? You should be able to combine all three in order for you to be able to get the results that you are looking for. I am rooting for you, right? Um, Now, live stream has made it easy where after this live stream now I can go ahead and share a particular segment of it as a short form content, and redirect people to this particular live stream for them to watch, right? I can do that if I intend to. That is a new feature on YouTube. So you too can also do that on your live stream videos, right? On that night to say is promote your live inside your long form content. When you are doing your live stream, when you're doing your long form content, you can tell your subscribers, you can tell your audience that at so time, so days, I usually have a live stream, so you can join me. Do you get the point? Now the next thing, create playlists combining both formats. You can create a playlist that has all your long form content. You can create a playlist that has all your short form, all your live stream content, and you can have a playlist that has all of them together. That's what I have on my own channel. I have a playlist for my long form content. I have a playlist for my short form content. I have a playlist for my live stream, and I have a playlist that have both live stream and long form together. And when people ask me for something to watch on my channel, I oftentimes share those playlists with them. And yes, if I go and check, I see that I have good watch time hours from my playlist. All right, so thank you so much for joining. Hi, I teach with Miss B. Good to know that you are still here. Thank you, Betsy. How are you doing? How's class is going? Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for staying till this point. I'll be ending the live stream now. Please, you can always come back to rewatch this live stream if you need to get any information from it. Come back to watch the live stream, right? It's going to be here on my channel. And yes, you can help me watch on the playlist. Click on my playlist to watch them. You will find valid information from the playlist. Also, right, also I will also leave this description of the playlist on my sorry, the link to my playlist on the description tab, so you can go ahead and just click on it to watch any of my playlists. And if you see a need to converse with me privately, you can reach me to my email or even through my WhatsApp number. My WhatsApp contact is here on my channel. Check my bio and you're able to get that information. Reach out to me. I'm going to respond to you. I would like to actually have communicate with you. I've had other people who get to reach out to me on WhatsApp, and yes, we have been able to communicate and converse outside YouTube, right? So thank you so much. See you in my next live stream, right? My next live stream will probably be let's see, on Tuesday, right? So see you on my next live stream on Tuesday. Time I will have a I have the live stream at a better time next week, not in the evening. So see you sometime next week on Tuesday. For now, please look out for my video. I'm posting a new video tomorrow, and that video I'm talking about how to have a live stream on your face channel and you're not showing your face using Google and your normal YouTube app. I'll be showing you how to get that done. So please see my live stream in my sorry, not the live stream now. See you on my video tomorrow. Kindly watch the video. It will be dropping by 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Watch, leave a comment, leave a like on it, and let's just know. Let's be friends. Thank you. Bye for now. Bye bye. Let's what did you say? Nothing.